Hello everyone, welcome back to Neurodiverse Wrestler Says. I'm your host, John IYO, and boy, was SummerSlam weekend we had a lot of action, a lot of returns, a lot of passion on the torch, you can say, and as well as a lot of new champions, so I'm here to talk about it. So before we do, please like, comment, subscribe, and now let's get on to the video. So instead of doing two separate reviews, we're going to do just one giant review. So I'm going to review night 1 first and then night 2. So the first match I'm going to talk about will be the women's 6-person tag match. So let's get into that. So we're going to talk about the women's 6-person tag match. So we have Fatal Influence versus the Bellas and Paige. And I really liked this match, I would say. It was one of the pretty decent matches on the card. Kind of like the JC James gear. It was really Shawn Michaels coded from his SummerSlam match. I forgot what SummerSlam match, but it was a homage to Shawn Michaels. I kind of liked it. And the match was pretty good because Brie Bella pretty much went full Brie mode for most of the match. Taking it to the Fatal Influence girls. Then Nikki came in as a powerhouse. They did some really good tag moves. But then JC Jane did what she does best. Does some stuff sneakily. Pulled Brie Bella off the top rope where Lainey was attacking her. And then out of nowhere hit a cannonball in the corner. Brie Bella did get injured with the cannonball, but it looked pretty deadly. And it actually kind of played well into the storyline. Because then when Paige tagged in, she needed to fight most of the match when Nikki needed to check on her sister Brie. And at the end, that did cost them the match. So really good storyline. And like what I said in my predictions, the Bellas was going to turn. Come on, it's Nikki Bella. Bellas are so much better as heels. I don't get the whole Bella babyface run. They're better as heels. Nikki attacks, so does Brie, saying that how dare you make us lose and look like jokes. And Nikki does say, how do you replace me? Even though Nikki Bella asks Paige to replace her in the match at WrestleMania. And this is going to be very interesting going on, because if they was planning to do a tag match with Paige and AJ versus the Bellas, now it's going to be kind of on hold because we do find out later that Brie is injured. So most likely we're going to get a mini feud of Nikki and Paige before we get that rematch of that women's tag team feud that we had in the early 2010s. Then let's just talk about the 6-man tag matches back to back. So let's get into the men's 6-man tag because it was 2 6-man tags in night 1, so I just want to put them together. So let's talk about the Usos and Jacob Fatu versus Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa. And y'all, Jacob Fatu and the Usos got a really cool gear inspired by War of Gears. I liked the gear. Jacob Fatu, like, cool entrance. And y'all, babyface Solo Sikoa is growing on me. He is playing with the crowd. He is getting over. His promo on Raw really worked, and it worked in this match. I liked how he played off with LA Knight, like the great back and forth. He played with Jay's main event, Jay's G. He kind of reversed the yeet and did his own thing. Like Jay, like Solo is so comedic. I never thought about it, but he's pretty good as a comedic babyface, and I think keep him that way. I'm kind of liking this new version of Solo. Pretty dominant. Jacob Fatu was great way to have Jacob Fatu demolish Solo and then keep him away from his team with the Usos. But then Royce Keys came in kind of saving the day, cleaning house, while LA Knight did some cleanup of damage control on the outside, and at the end he was able to win. And a pretty good tag team match, I will say. I was really pleasantly surprised with this tag team match. Really cool tag team match. And then we had Gunther versus Nick Aldis, and I was really interested about this match because I didn't know what kind of Nick Aldis we was gonna get. What was gonna get, like, just general Nick Aldis with general Nick Aldis music, just him in like regular basic wrestling. No, we got TNA version Nick Aldis, and I was actually kind of hyped about it because, like, I was like, okay, what kind of version of Nick Aldis we're gonna get? Are they gonna change like his TNA? Are they gonna change his ring gear? No, he came more like old school Nick Aldis from TNA. I was like, thank God we are sticking to Nick Aldis that everyone knew before he went to WWE. He had the song, he had the Ordinary song. Like, oh my God, the gear, everything, it was so good, and he delivered. He can still go, so I was happy to see him in the ring. Right away, he hit a stand-in suplex on Gunther, just beating him the hell up. Gunther tried to put him in a sleeper hold, but that didn't work, so he hit a spinning spine breaker. and then like hit a sharpshooter out of nowhere. Like he was putting in the work with Gunther, and then Gunther kind of beat him up. At one point we got a cameo from his wife, WWE and TNA legend Mickie James getting involved. I kind of liked it because they are a real life couple, so I loved how Mickie James got involved. So hopefully maybe in the future Mickie James can come back with Nick Aldis. Hey, a mixed tag match, wouldn't mind. But at the end, Nick Aldis was able to beat Gunther, and they kind of buried a hatchet because it was kind of cool. And then later, we find out that Nick Aldis is kind of on SmackDown, but Triple H says, we need more men like you, but he kind of gives him not the role of manager, kind of signs him as a wrestler contract. So Nick Aldis is most likely a wrestler now on SmackDown. So it's very interesting how this is going to play out. And it is rumors that SmackDown is going to get a new GM, and I will make a video down the line about that. But I'm not surprised if somebody comes back. I have some predictions of who can replace Nick Aldis if he becomes a full-time wrestler. So just wait for that. But I really am interested, and I can see Nick Aldis going into Money in the Bank. I can really see that happening. Then we have the Hell in a Cell match with Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi, and just a straight-up war, and I liked it. Because these two men beat the living out of each other. What I mean by that, they was beating the absolute out of each other. They did not care. Soon as the cage went down, Oba Femi whooped that of Brock Lesnar, throwing him around the cage on the outside, beating him up. Somehow, at one point, throwing Brock through a table. Just pure destruction by the ruler. Back in the ring, Brock Lesnar, I was surprised. Like, Brock Lesnar usually never used weapons like that, but he started using weapons to take down Oba, so you knew this match was kind of serious. At one point, just using steel chairs and everything, and then it got pretty aggressive because Brock Lesnar exposed the ring, taking out the safety matting to show the wood, hit a tombstone pile driver on Oba on the wood. That did not help because Oba kicked out. Oba hit a fall from grace, taking out the monster incarnate Brock Lesnar for the win. And after, Brock Lesnar shows respect, kind of giving a smart promo saying that Oba, he's passing the torch to Oba, and Oba is the true ruler of WWE. So I kind of like it. It's giving Oba a big push, and I can really see Oba winning the title down the line. And we have to see what this means for Brock Lesnar, but a really good way to end their feud. I kind of liked it, this big blowout match for their feud. Then we had the Women's Championship match, Women's World Heavyweight Championship match, with Liv Morgan and IYO SKY. And this match, I was kind of like 50-50 about it. Like, how is this going to play out? Because the whole Danhausen curse, the whole, well, technically, maybe IYO was not supposed to face Liv, she was supposed to face Rhea. So this was really interesting, but a pretty decent match. Because it was a pretty hard-hitting match. I like how Liv went more submission-based instead of her more like high-flying or more like technical. She was more like ground. She kept her on the ground. She wasn't really like going straight for it. She was being more like hitting big stomps, going after IYO's leg, while IYO was more the high flyer. I kind of liked that. IYO went to the sky, kind of took her down. But I kind of like the Liv moveset. I think she's better doing more of like that heel tactic. She was really going into it. And then when IYO was able to get to the sky, she looked like she was about to get the win, and I was kind of happy about it. But then out of nowhere, Raquel showed up, so Raquel pushes IYO off the top rope. Roxanne get involved, but IYO takes out Roxanne onto Raquel. So I'm like, okay, IYO's gonna win. So when IYO hits over the moonsault, somehow Liv puts her feet up. IYO lands on Liv's feet, perfectly lands on the ropes, and then Liv hits Oblivion, like this beautiful sequence for the win. And a pretty, like, what, 10-15 minute match? And Liv actually retains her title. And a pretty shocking match, because she's almost 100 and something days as champion, and this is her first title defense in almost that long. I love Liv Morgan, but come on, like, who is she gonna face? I thought the end game was her and Raquel. Don't tell me she's gonna face Roxanne, because they haven't pushed Roxanne to the moon. So does this mean Valkyria's coming back soon, or like, are we gonna do a shake-up soon with the roster? Because like most of the Raw roster, like, nobody's on the same level as Liv. So it has to be something. Or is Liv gonna hold the title until Mania? Because if that's the case, this title reign is not looking too good. And that's just my honest opinion. Then to close off night 1, we had the Undisputed Championship match with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. And y'all, I like that Cody Rhodes' entrance because he did an homage to Street Fighter because he's playing Guile in the live action movie. So I kind of like how he did, like, you know, the fighter select thing in Street Fighter. So he had like the different wrestlers that from all around the world, and then it was like the selection screen, really nice. They came out with his Cody Rhodes inspired gear, like the Guile gear, but his skull was like Guile themed, really cool. And then CM Punk came out, and it was really cool. Like, I liked it because the fans were cheering CM Punk and singing his song. CM Punk didn't come out with no music. That's the aura CM Punk had. Barely his music played and people were singing, and halfway through, when CM Punk walked in, then they started playing his music. That's how much aura this man CM Punk has. So this match was actually pretty good. Because I liked it how CM Punk used more of his MMA background. If you notice, he was hitting head scissors, more like submission holds, like cool arm bars and locks, hitting more kicks, like more like kicks like to Cody's head, shoulders, trying to hit arm bars and stuff. He was trying to get more down on the mat and stuff. I was like, okay, CM Punk is not going to do wrestling. He's doing more like technical, like MMA style judo, like really trying to take down Cody. Cody did hit some Cody cutters. That was really cool. Both men were diving on the outside. It was getting pretty aggressive. At one point, CM Punk did try to hit a moonsault. That's why I like CM Punk, but he's not really a high flyer. It was kind of cool seeing CM Punk hit a new move, but maybe CM Punk should not hit a moonsault, or it just looked it off. But it was pretty cool to see CM Punk try a new move like a moonsault in his resume. But at the end, Cody was trying to hit a Cody cutter. The referee just get taken out. It's a ref bump, you know, in a Cody Rhodes match. So I'm sorry I'm saying this, but Cody Rhodes is the wrestler that loves a ref bump. I don't care what people say. Every Cody Rhodes match has to have a referee bump. Tell me one match in the last couple months for a championship title that Cody Rhodes did not have no interference or no ref bump. Tell me. Because the last couple matches, his whole title reign, he had ref bumps or interference. And you can't tell me otherwise. You can put it in the comments, whatever. Cody Rhodes is the OG. He is the wrestler that does the most ref bumps. I don't care what anyone says. He is the ref bump wrestler. You know, if it's a Cody Rhodes match, you're going to at least get 2 or 3 ref bumps. So that happens, then Randy Orton shows up. It's because Randy's back. And you know he ain't done with Cody. So he hits Cody with an RKO, letting CM Punk get the win. So this is going to be very interesting, but I can definitely see CM Punk and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton maybe at Money in the Bank for a three-way championship match. So now let's go on to night 2. We're on to night 2. So let's start with the most interesting match in the SummerSlam card. The Human Money on the Pole match with Danhausen and Dirty Dominik Mysterio. It was a fun 15-minute match. Most of the match was Dominik trying to run up the pole. Danhausen stops him. Danhausen gets beat the hell up. Danhausen fights back. JD Madonna shows up. Mini Danhausen gets involved. JD chokeslams the hell out of them, but he gets mauled to death by Mini Danhausens. At one point, Mini Danhausens make a human chain ladder. Danhausen almost gets the briefcase, but then he gets beaten up by Dom. So Joe Hendrick comes out of nowhere to save the day as well. And Dominik gets cursed, falling off the pole, letting Danhausen win. It was the biggest WTF match, but pretty entertaining. And hopefully this is the end of the Danhausen and Dominik Mysterio match, because I like both men, but come on. Dominik is the mega AAA champion. How is he getting booked better on AAA than WWE? I want Dominik Mysterio in like a mid-card and main title picture. Dominik deserves way more on main programming as well. Then we have the number 1 contendership for the Undisputed Championship. So we have Finn Balor and Sami Zayn, but out of nowhere, Nick Aldis shows up and he's like, actually, it's a fatal 4-way. So first, he brings out Gunther because him and Gunther are now cool. They squashed the beef the first night of SummerSlam. So Gunther comes in, and then Aldis like, wait, I have one more guy. Why not spice things up? Kevin Owens. The crowd was shook. Everyone was shooketh. KO is back, and he's there for blood. Because if you don't remember, Sami Zayn was kind of one of the reasons that Kevin Owens got taken out. Same thing with Cody Rhodes. So, Kevin Owens was there to whoop some. He was there for vengeance. He wants his lick back. And boy, Kevin Owens got his lick back on everyone on the men's SmackDown locker room. Because he beat the hell out of everyone, hitting cannonballs left and right. Just throwing down, giving Sami Zayn a hug, being like, hi bestie, but then also beating him up, getting his lick back, because Sami did him dirty. So he was like, you know what, you did kind of take me out, you was a part of the reason I was out, so you know what, you could get your beat too. Loved it. Kevin Owens was just popping off left and right, and then we have some amazing sequences of Kevin Owens hitting a cannonball on the outside, taking out all men, screaming. We had Gunther trying to choke out Kevin Owens, then Sami coming in beating the hell out of both men. We had Finn Balor hitting a coup de grace on Sami, sending him into Gunther. Then Gunther hitting a Boston leg crab on Finn while Kevin Owens was screaming, kicking in Gunther's head wide open onto the ring mat. At the end, just pure chaos. Because out of nowhere, Kevin Owens just hits swanton bombs, screaming, then hits a stunner on Sami Zayn for the win. I loved it. We have crazy Kevin Owens. I love KO, but I love that he brought KO, like the fight anyone KO. Like anyone can get these hands KO. I'm so happy that he's back. And I feel like this is the right time. And the storyline just aligns itself. He got taken out by someone like Cody Rhodes. Like, he had a feud with Cody Rhodes. He was a champion. He kind of got cheated when he lost the title. So he's an other man that does want an opportunity. And I can definitely see this being a reason why this men's SmackDown division is going to get really heated. Because we have people now like Gunther, maybe Nick Aldis, and now Kevin Owens in the mix. Anything is possible on SmackDown, and I cannot wait. And I'm so happy because KO's back. You know I'm a big Kevin Owens fan. Oh my God, KO! Then we had the United States Championship match with Trick Williams and Baron Corbin. And a surprisingly pretty quick match. It was like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And I was kind of shocked because Trick Williams got his butt beat. Trick Williams did put up a fight. He did hit some Kurabara kicks. He did hit his like trick shot. He was doing his moves. But Baron Corbin didn't use his wrestling IQ. And I kind of liked it because Baron Corbin used the outside of the ring as a weapon without getting called out by the referee, because technically he was hitting Trick against the steel barricade as well as the ramp and wasn't really doing anything against the law of the rules of the match. So he found a way to still beat up Trick without getting disqualified. I thought it was really smart of that storyline. Little Yachty did get involved, backfired, because due to the Little Yachty's distraction, Baron Corbin was able to use the US title, take out Trick, and then send Little Yachty flying into a table, hitting his Black Hole Slam, the Lone Wolf, for the win, making Baron Corbin the US champion again. And I can definitely see this being a multi-man match at Money in the Bank. Or I can see Trick Williams going into Money in the Bank. This is a great way to push Trick Williams maybe straight into the main title picture as well. Because he did have that little teaser with CM Punk a couple weeks ago. And then we got the Women's Interim Championship match. And y'all, this was the most entertaining match of the weekend. Because it was hard to see who was going to come out as champion. Not just that. I thought like we was going to get a return. No returns. I was really shocked that we didn't get no returns. Nobody got chicken out. But the person who won was, I literally said it in one of my reviews. She's one of my top picks. And she won. And I was really happy about it. Like, she is so deserving of it. We're going to get to it. And also, all the women ate. Their gear ate. Everyone in this match did their big one. They all looked good. So let's first talk about the gear and then the match, because everyone had a spot to shine and I loved it. Charlotte Flair Y2K look was really cute, as well as she did a little homage to Alexa with the little pink bob, like the pixie cut. I really liked it because Alexa Bliss is out, and I kind of like Charlotte with a little bit of the pink hair dye. I think Charlotte can rock a bob. Charlotte with the bob looked she looked like a boss, you know, a little bob. And then Lash Legend, come on, yo, Lash Legend looked like Megan Thee Stallion. She was giving Hot Girl Summer. Lash is a baddie, so she ate it up. Chelsea Green looking like Lisa Frank or like Zora Larson. If you ever saw Zora Larson, I love like the little keychain. She was really cute. Her gear, which is so summer, so like Zora Larson coded, so like stateside. I liked it like Zora Larson. Lisa Frank, really cool. Tiffany Stratton, anytime I see Tiffany Stratton, she literally looks like a Sailor Moon character and I love it. Tiffany Stratton was so Sailor Moon coded. Like, I'm sorry, like she looked like she popped out of a manga for Sailor Moon. I love it. Like Tiffany Stratton, if they ever do a live action like Sailor Moon or live action like show like that, I can definitely see Tiffany Stratton like that. Like she's literally an anime girl. Magical girl come to life, like the whole like ring aesthetic. But Jade had the best gear. I'm sorry, Jade always has the best gear. She did a homage to Prince, and oh my god, from the coat to the hair to the emblem on the back, even the flower on her neck. Jade ate. She had the best gear of the weekend, and it's one of my favorite gears of Jade of all time. It's up there with the Michael Jackson gear that she did, but it's also one of my favorite gears of all time. Like that gear was so good. Like it just fit the theme. It was just so good. Like Jade, you always eat when it comes to the gear. The match was really good because right away Charlotte and Jade just beat the hell out of each other, kind of like they just went straight for it. And then out of nowhere, Lash was dominating the girls, throwing Tiffany on ladders, throwing Chelsea Green around like a rag doll, really cool. Then Tiffany did some athleticism. Her and Green was working together, running the ropes, doing stuff like that, showing that they're a tag team, really cool. Then, y'all, Lash dominated because I love how she threw Tiffany like a slingshot onto the ladder, and on the top rope, she kind of chokeslammed Charlotte on the ladder. The girls looked dead. I loved how anytime Chelsea Green had a moment, she was climbing up to the top rope, trying to get off the belt. The girls kept throwing her on the side. Like, they always try to take her out. I liked how all the girls climbed up, and then Tiffany tried to grab the belt, and then I loved how Chelsea's like, no, it's my moment. You have a belt. Get away. She's like, I love you, bestie. But then she kicks the ladder. Tiffany goes flying on the outside to the girls. I love it. And then at the end, we had the baddies come in, take out Chelsea Green, kind of whoop the hell out of her. And then the baddies get taken out by Charlotte and Lash, but then Charlotte and Jade go up to the top rope, and then Chelsea takes them both out while Chelsea becomes the new champion. And I really like that because Chelsea Green does deserve it. She is the new interim women's champion. And I know people keep it like, well, it's the interim. Is that a big thing? I'm like, I don't care. Chelsea Green deserves it. Chelsea Green is a former Knockouts champion. She's a former AAA mixed tag team champion. Not just that. Chelsea Green fought in Japan. Chelsea Green fought in Mexico. She fought in Lucha Underground against people like Penta. Chelsea Green is an actual wrestler. If you watched her, like, go and watch her matches on the indies. This girl is one of a kind. Her comedic character is good, what she's doing, but Chelsea Green can wrestle. Go watch her match against Penta. Go watch her TNA matches. This girl, just wait until she has some matches. She's gonna blow you away. Chelsea Green, girl, you're gonna take this title to a whole new level, and I can see it, and I cannot wait. Then we have the Intercontinental Championship with Penta and Chad Gable in a really good matchup. And y'all, Chad Gable keep on having matches of the year. This was an pretty decent match of the year contender. If Chad Gable is not on the top 10 for Fightful Men's Wrestler of the Year, I'm going to be mad because Chad Gable has been killing it. And this match was an honor banger. Chad Gable is just proven that he can have banger after banger of matches. I loved how right away him and Penta went chain wrestling. Then he started hitting suplexes. And then when he hit a springboard, Penta just kicked him, took him out, hit a drop kick, a diving drop kick. But then out of nowhere, Chad Gable kept the leg lock in, almost tapped out Penta. Great back and forth. Then Chad Gable hit slams left and right. That beautiful moonsault on the outside. Then the back and forth Mexican destroyers on the ring apron was pretty deadly. Just all of that. And Chad Gable was able to get the win, celebrating with his family in his hometown. That was really good. And it's kind of sad to see that Penta lost the title pretty quickly, but it does give me hope because it does kind of seem like Penta will be one of the men in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So I would not say this is a downfall for Penta. I definitely see Penta being in the ladder match if that's the case. And I definitely see Penta winning the ladder match if they give Chad Gable the title, because I feel like Chad Gable will defend the title at Money in the Bank, definitely against Rusev or definitely against Ethan Page. So don't be surprised if Penta goes into Money in the Bank winning while Chad Gable defends the title at Money in the Bank. Then to close off the show, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and this was pretty much a big homage to the Shield and kind of just their history against each other, and I loved it. So Seth Rollins came out, and I liked it how he did like the Shield intro kinda. Him in the old school Shield look, the masks that they used to wear, like Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns and him. All of that. And then during the match with him and Roman, they did a lot of callback to their matches, hitting a lot of the moves that they used to hit, like the curb stomp, fighting on the outside, the power bomb that they used to hit on the announce table. They did it to each other, pretty much calling back to when the Shield used to do power bombs to their opponents, like calling their shots. I like that how Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp, because technically when Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp, that was the first time he kind of hit it, was kind of when he turned on Roman and at WrestleMania when he cashed in, so that was a cool callback. I liked it when Roman hit his submission arm lock thing, because that's when Roman did it. He first kind of did it on Seth Rollins, so I kind of like that how they call back to that. Oh, I love when they did the callback to the chair moment, because the chair moment started it all. So calling back to that chair moment, biggest pop of the night for night 2. And they was just beating the hell out of each other, punching the hell out of each other. And then at the end, great back and forth of the curse stop to the pedigree to the Superman punch to the spear, and Roman was able to hit a fast enough spear for the win. And they both kind of just respect each other, hit the Shield bump, and I love it because you can see in the ring, you can see the Max in the middle supposed to represent the Ambrose, and it was just so beautiful. And it kind of just represented the storyline of the Shield and just Roman and Seth history overall in a pretty beautiful way to close off SummerSlam. And if it is their last match together, it was kind of a great way to close off this great rivalry of this era. So that's pretty much my review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.